Hello guys, welcome. So now looking at the third example, this third example says the magnitude of an electric field is, oh boy, I still said electric field. Electric field is 90 Newton per Coulomb at a point which is 0.7 meters away from a point charge Q. Okay? Now it says calculate the distance if the new electric field is 360 newtons per coulomb. So this is no mistake, except what is this? Let me see. Except calculate if, yeah. Now this is the only mistake, and this here which should say field. These are the only mistakes in the question, but everything else is not a mistake. So when we look at this question, they say the magnitude of the electric field is 90. So let me call it E1. It is 90 Newton per Coulomb. Its distance is, I'm going to call it R1. It's 0.7 meters. Okay? Now, they say calculate the distance. Oh, what distance now? I guess it means there's R2. Okay? If the new electric field, oh boy, so this is E2. What is E2? E2 is now 360 Newton per Coulomb. Okay? All right. So when you look at this question, it seems we should be somehow, I think somehow it looks like we should be relating our electric fields. Now let me show you. Look at the second electric field is 360 newtons per Coulomb, while the first was 90 Newton per Coulomb. So can you see? The second one somehow was, what should we say? It was multiplied. As you can see, 90 to 360. I think it was multiplied by a factor of 4. Yeah, it was multiplied by a factor of 4. Or it was increased by a factor of 4. How did I get there? Let me show you now. Okay, so we said E1 is 90 Newton per Coulomb, while E2 was 360 Newton per Coulomb. Agree with me that E2 over E1 is 360 over 90, which is 4. Therefore, we can say E2 is equal to 4 times E1. Would you guys agree with me? Yes, we can say E2 is 4 times E1, right? We can say that. Now, here's a thing that you should know. We are using the same charge, okay? We are using the same charge. So, we know we can say electric field is basically KQ over R2 squared, and it is also equal to 4 times KQ over R1 squared, right? Okay, if that's the case, then I do see that we will be left with 1 over R2 squared equals 4 over R1 squared. Can you guys see that? Okay, so if that's the case, let's now find R2, which is the new R. I'm going to go to the next page. So basically, I'm inverting everything here. So this will be R2 squared is equal to R1 squared over 4. Can you guys see that? So if you get confused, this was over 1. So I don't have to say over 1. Okay? Now, I want my R2. So I will say this is basically R1 squared over 4, right? So what was the first distance given? It was 0.7. If you remember well, it was 0.7 meters. Okay, it was 0.7 meters. It was 0.7 over 4. Now let's get the new distance. The new distance is, let's see, 0.7 over 4. Okay. sorry, 0.7 squared, 0.7 squared. Okay, 0.7 squared. So our answer is 0.35 meters. Okay, our answer is 0.35 meters, and this is how you find your new distance. Okay, this is how you find your new distance. All right, guys. Okay, so let's go try another example now.